This is Paul Donahue, and it's Wednesday, September 28th, 2011. Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm here with my colleague and good friend Tom Estes, and we're kicking around some ideas and just talking about the industry because we're hearing all the bad news you're hearing every single day. And if you're plugged in at all, you know that every day it seems like an avalanche of bad news. Economically, politically, socially, culturally. Like, where are we going? The question that we're dealing with is, how do you deal with bad news? If you're an originator out there and you're trying to figure out where are we going, what does all the bad news mean for our economy, for the future of our business, how does the originator, the local originator, make a living today, and how do we think ahead? What's coming? We got the issue of so many government loans being done. You know, and this is our third, fourth year of government loans taking the majority of the share of the market. That cannot be sustainable, can it?
No, it's not. It's not sustainable, and it's not going to be sustainable for a number of reasons. If you look throughout history, there have always been cycles. The government controls the amount of government guarantees and government insurance in the marketplace, and so it's not going to be sustainable.
If we can't sustain FHA loans at the rate that we are, clearly the capital markets have got to resurge. We've got to see private capital coming back in.
That's right.
When do you see that happening? What's coming?
I think there's going to be a noticeable shift in the next year. We need to be preparing our loan originators to be originating conforming loans. They need to master the art of mortgage insurance. They need to know everything. And here's the good news about that, Paul, is that you can become a mortgage insurance expert in 24 hours. If you'll dedicate yourself to it, you can be an expert in it in 24 hours. But given the fact that certain things happen, which we're reasonably sure at this point that the qualified mortgage is not going to go through the way it was recommended, and some other things, but given those facts, then you have to say, be ready for what's coming. And what's coming is going to be more reliance on the conforming market, private money coming back into the marketplace. Another thing I would be doing if I were getting ready is I would be looking seriously at reverse mortgage lending. I mean, as the baby boomers, I'm a member of the baby boomer generation, and I can tell you my 401k was decimated by what's happened. And there's no way right now that I could retire. As they reach retirement age, they're going to need to make liquid the capital investment that they have in their homes. So I would be looking at reverse mortgages as a serious way of originating loans for the future. So here's, I think, the big thing that we can say. In terms of how to rise above it, two things. One is that the market always provides a silver lining to the cloud. We don't have to look to the government to do that. Along with all this bad news, there's a way for us to serve the market. That's what our industry has done so well for so long. So look for that. The second thing is that loan officer compensation, which you and I heard from all these naysayers that this was going to be the death of the industry, and now we find out from a lot of loan originators they're making more money today than they ever have.
You never want to lose sight of the fact that no matter the age, no matter the generation, no matter the economic background, no matter where you come from, what language you speak, or how long you've been in this country, the pursuit of a home, to buy a home, to own a home is visceral. And what you do is you make home ownership available. Don't ever lose sight of that. So there are some skill sets that you want to be thinking about, preparing yourself, conventional loans, more traditional underwriting, preparing people. Start preparing people now in the fourth quarter of 2011 and in the first quarter of 2012 to buy homes in the second and third quarter of 2012. It's going to be a longer selling cycle. Start to create mortgage-ready programs. Start to generate social networking with people, a community of people who want to buy. Get them talking to each other. Start learning about credit. Start teaching people what they need to do to get ready. They've got to accumulate more of a down payment than ever before. Let's prepare the next generation of homeowners. There are young couples, millions and millions of young couples out there right now waiting for somebody to come along to give them the sense of encouragement and confidence to step forward and make that step into home ownership. There's two things you bring to every transaction that has value. Number one, your product solutions, and number two, who you become as a professional. re-choose this business, get excited about what you have your hands on, and help people, guide people into home ownership. And we'll see you on the high road.